Good evening, basketball fans. You're looking live here at the Panther Showcase at Pinckneyville High School. It's the closing seconds here of the game between Freeburg and Triad. It's about to wrap up here as Triad leads this one 49-47 with just 7.8 seconds left on the clock. I'm Randy Olson courtside along with Ron Stannard. We're glad that you're with us here courtside at Dick Corn Court, where we're going to be bringing you a couple of basketball games this evening. The first one's going to be quite a battle between the Waltonville Spartans and the Centralia Orphans. They both met here last year at the shootout at Pinckneyville, and that one went down to the wire, Ron. And who knows what will happen tonight, but there's a lot of people anticipating this basketball game, and we're glad to be here to bring it to you.
Yeah, and both of those teams, Randy, are coming off hard-fought victories last night.
You are exactly right. Waltonville went on the road last night and won at Marion 49-47. Centralia was an 11-point winner last night on the road at Mount Vernon, so both teams played with a lot of energy last night and a lot of emotion and picked up wins.
Picked up road wins, and then now they're going to meet on a neutral floor.
That's right. So we have 6.7 seconds left here in this one as Triad leads it over Freeburg by a score of 50-47. Looking ahead to the Centralia-Waltonville game, Centralia comes in with an overall record of 23-1 and Waltonville 21-2. So both teams have had a lot of success this year, Ron.
Yeah, I combined them. That's quite a record.
It sure is. And the one thing that they have in common, actually, is the fact that neither one of them have a loss against South 7 Conference schools.
Yeah, they're both undefeated in the South 7 Conference.
And Waltonville's not even a member of the South 7 Conference, but yet they're 2-0 in the conference.
Right.
As they have wins against Carbondale and now a win last night against Marion. And so Centralia will be the third opponent from the South 7 Conference that little bitty old 1A Waltonville has played this year. A school with an enrollment of 95 students. 95
students, Randy, but you can throw that out the window when 15 of those kids are just happen to be really good basketball players.
No, I agree with you. Again, closing seconds of this one will follow to the end here as Freeburg is down by 3, but they have the basketball linked to the floor. Freeburg is in the dark blue uniforms. And that's a traveling violation.
Oh, wow. It must not have been after a made basket.
No. He was not allowed to run the baseline, but he did. And
yeah, that's a violation.
That's a turnover. That's going to give the ball back to Triad. They're going to be able to run this thing out if they can just get the ball in bounds. So they have the 3-point lead, and they've got it right now. They're just going to try to play a little cat and mouse and run away with it, and that's going to be the ball game. 50-47. Triad wins it over Freeburg. A little bit of a mental error there at the end of the game by Freeburg, but Triad wins it. And, out of the 4 games that we've had here today at the shootout, 3 of the 4 have been very close games. There's only been 1 blowout. So the matchups have been very well done here at the showcase this year. We'll run down the scores for you earlier today. Fairfield defeated Greenville 61-51. It was Mascoutah over Carbondale 55-54. Murfreesboro defeated Meridian 62-31, which was a bit of a blowout. And then Triad, like I said, just outlasts Freeburg by a score of 50-47. This is the first of 2 broadcasts that we have for you today here on AreaSports.net. Here at the Panther Showcase, we'll have this game between Centralia and Waltonville coming up in moments. Then there'll be a game in between that we won't be doing, which will feature Pinckneyville against Columbia. We're going to take a break and go to the hospitality room during that time, right, Ron?
Yeah, there you go.
And then
that's 2 quality ball clubs right there, too.
And then we'll be back for the nightcap between the Mount Vernon Rams and Principia, Missouri.
Yeah, if you've not heard of them, don't let that fool you. They're one of the top 5 teams in the country in high school basketball.
Yeah, they're ranked number 1 in the state in Missouri and number 5 in the nation. So they bring a lot of talent to town this evening, and Mount Vernon Rams will have their hands full with them, no question about it, as we'll be bringing you that one as well here later on AreaSports.net. You see the coaching staff of the Waltonville Spartans take the floor. We're waiting the 2 teams to run out here in just a moment, and then we'll break away for a couple of commercial messages and then come back and tell you more as we get into our pregame show here between the Waltonville Spartans and the Centralia Orphans. I do know this, Waltonville will be wearing their blue uniforms this evening as they'll be the visitors on the scoreboard.
Yeah, you got 2 basketball towns here, Randy, regardless of size. Two towns that follow their school when it comes to basketball, always has.
They love their basketball, don't
You're
they?
seeing that here with the size of the crowd now compared to what we've had the rest of the afternoon.
And here come the Waltonville Spartans taking the floor. Led by Gage Peterson, their leading scorer. And now the Centralia Orphans take the floor as well. So both teams are out here on Dick Corn Court in Duster Thomas Gymnasium. Glad you're with us here on AreaSports.net, whether you're watching on the website or whether you're watching on the YouTube channel. We'll be back in just a few moments.
When choosing a bank, it's important to know that local matters. Local people making local decisions that support our local communities. That's why Community First Bank of the Heartland is proud to be Jefferson County's hometown bank. With branch locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, and Dix, we make it convenient to serve all of your banking needs. Call us today at 244-3000 and let us know how we can assist you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
If you have some outdoor projects that need to get done around your home or your farm, you need to get to Carter Turf and Tractor, your local Kubota dealer in Wayne County and the surrounding area.
Carter Turf and Tractor is your area dealer for high-quality Kubota tractors in a variety of sizes, perfect for a landscaping business or to easily handle a variety of jobs around your home or farm. They can customize a solution for your needs. They also have the Kubota RTV utility vehicles for on-road and off-road transportation and hauling needs. When there's mowing or lawn work to be done, Carter Turf and Tractor has you covered with Exmark riding mowers and walk-behind mowers. They also feature a good selection of Echo brand brush cutters, trimmers, and chainsaws, as well as Honda and Generac generators. Come in and see for yourself at the new Carter Turf and Tractor, open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and 8 to 2 on Saturday.
If you become the recipient of a speeding ticket or traffic offense, the attorneys at Olson & Reeves in Mount Vernon can help you. At Olson & Reeves, they have assisted hundreds of drivers in Southern Illinois in an effort to keep the ticket from affecting your driving record and your insurance cost. Olson & Reeves can also assist you with estate planning, creating a will, and navigating the probate process. If you have a real estate transaction, Mount Vernon Title Company resides inside Olson & Reeves so that you get sound legal advice. Olson & Reeves, attorneys at law, downtown Mount Vernon. Call 618-316-7322. Welcome back here to Duster Thomas Gymnasium here at Pinckneyville High School, the scene for the Panther Showcase Shootout. Randy Olson along with Ron Stannard. Ron, they're going to play this game today and all the games at the shootout today with a shot clock, a 35-second shot clock. So that changes things up a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. You know, and people are just getting ready for it, Randy, because it's coming next year to high school basketball in the regular season. And these showcases and shootouts is a good opportunity for coaches and players and officials and administrators and everybody to get used to that.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think you got to give credit to Centralia for playing this game because really they don't have a whole lot to gain by playing a 1A basketball team.
Exactly. Credit goes to Centralia for playing Waltonville in this contest 2 years in a row now.
Yeah.
And like you said, I mean, you know, there's got nothing to gain from playing this basketball game, and you know, but hey, Centralia's willing to take on anybody, anytime, anyplace, anywhere. So.
And this Waltonville team is a much improved team even from a year ago. They're 21-2 on the season, and they have some quality wins. Again, we mentioned the wins against a couple 3A teams already, Marion and Carbondale, but also they gave a loss to a 2A powerhouse just down the road in the Carterville Lions. Yeah, on a neutral floor.
Yeah, that's only one of two losses that Carterville has suffered this season.
Mm-hmm. And they also gave Highland a loss at their own shootout, the Highland Shootout, a game that we were there to cover as well. So some quality wins for sure this year for the Waltonville Spartans. The only loss on the year for the Centralia Orphans came at their own Centralia Holiday Tournament when they lost to a very good Chicago Marist team. Marist is a 4A basketball team.
4A rated team.
So other than that, Centralia is 23-1 and obviously perfect in the South 7 Conference. We'll take another short break. Be back with more from the Panther Showcase in just a moment.
If you're looking for a great place to eat, you need to check out Bubba's 2, located in Nason, where they have some of the best pizza around, plus some delicious sandwiches, fish, shrimp, and a whole lot more. They have Extreme Bar Bingo every Tuesday, Last Queen Standing every Thursday, and Ladies' Night on Wednesday. Don't forget their annual Cajun Fest coming up in April. You can watch a lot of our games on the big screen at Bubba's. That's Bubba's 2, located at 124 North 5th Street in Nason. Open Monday through Saturday from 10 to 2 and Sundays from noon till 10.
Do you have a check that needs deposited and don't have time to make a trip to the bank? No problem. With Mobile Deposit at People's National Bank, just snap a picture of the check with your smartphone, and with a couple of clicks, it's deposited into your account. Depositing a check with a PNB To-Go mobile banking app is just that easy. Just tap, snap, and deposit. Plus, it's free. Download the PNB To-Go mobile banking app today to get started. People's National Bank. We make banking easy. Member FDIC. Wireless or service fees may apply.
At Ohana Heating and Air, we treat you like family, because to us, you are. Whether it's keeping your home cozy during the winter or cool in the summer, Ohana's team is here to provide top-notch service every time. With expert technicians, affordable pricing, and a commitment to your comfort, we make sure your HVAC system runs like new. Ohana Heating and Air, where quality meets care. Call today for your free estimate at 472-4738.
Back here live at Pinckneyville as we get ready to bring you the big matchup between the Centralia Orphans and the Waltonville Spartans. You see Coach Lee Bennett and the rest of the coaching staff from the Centralia Orphans there on the floor. And, you know, you talk about Coach Bennett, he has over 700 career victories, Ron. He's arguably one of the better coaches in Illinois. I don't think there's any argument about that. And over 400 of those wins have come at Centralia.
Right, come here at Centralia. He came over to Centralia from coaching the Alton Redbirds. And you'll have to remind me, we were talking about this on the way down there, were some of the other stops he made?
Well, I think he started his career at Avon. He was also at Carlinville for a while, and then you mentioned the fact that he was at Alton for quite a while. I know he had another stop or two in between as well, but he has been at Centralia for quite a while now.
Yeah.
As you see the Waltonville Spartans warming up on the far end. This is kind of the same matchup that Waltonville had last year, as they played Marion last year at Marion on a Friday night and got drilled last year by Marion, then came here and almost knocked off Centralia in the shootout at Pinckneyville last year. The game was literally a one-point game with about 30 seconds to go before Centralia pulled it out by 3 or 4 points. So a little bit different scenario this year because last night Waltonville got the win on the road at Marion.
Centralia Orphans beat their huge rivalry, the Mount Vernon Rams, for the third time last night? Third
time this season they beat them. They won it by 11 points last night. Little injury concern for the Orphan fans, of course, is the fact that Devin Meyer, he's been nursing a sore shoulder for quite a while anyway. He's been wearing kind of a shoulder brace for quite some time. And he entered that game last night at Mount Vernon at Shagdown Gym with that shoulder brace on. I was there in person doing the PA mic in the gymnasium, so I saw it firsthand. I noticed he had the shoulder brace already on last night, so he's been dealing with that. And then he took a tumble last night during the game and might have kind of knocked it around and maybe re-injured it again or some more. So we're not for sure if he's going to get the start in the game or not. There's some speculation that he might still play in the game, but whether or not he starts, we'll just kind of have to wait and see when the starting lineups are given, because it's kind of a game-time decision, I think.
Waltonville wearing those blue uniforms today.
Yes, they are.
Done that a couple of times this season.
They have. They've had some success in those blue uniforms, and we'll look down here at the coaching staff of the Waltonville Spartans, and Coach Anthony Lowry has been having a lot of success. And
they've only got 2 losses. I'm assuming if those losses had been in those blue uniforms, they wouldn't be wearing them.
Are you saying coaches are sometimes superstitious?
Oh, man. Sometimes they want you to wear a certain pair of pants or something.
Oh, yeah. Who does that? Who would do that? I don't know. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, great crowd here, though, on both sides of the bowl here. And this is one of those gymnasiums where there is not a bad seat in the house, is it? I mean, it's just one of those places where when you come to a Duster Thomas gymnasium to watch a basketball game, you've got a great view no matter where you're sitting at, and it's always a lot of fun. So it's going to be fun here today, too. Again, we'll also have the Mount Vernon Rams game against Principia, Missouri later on tonight around 8 o'clock if everything's running on time. They're not too far off on their time. This one's going to start maybe 4 or 5 minutes late, but not too bad at all, as things are running pretty much on time.
Yeah, the only thing could throw us off now is, I'm not even going to say it out loud, but, you know, if we had to play some extra basketball or something.
You never know. That could happen. That could happen.
That or if we get in a foul fest and we can't keep the clock running.
Right. Again, we'll mention the clock. They are playing with a 35-second shot clock that you see at the far end above the backboard. The clock that's down in the bottom right-hand corner of our broadcast screen is the game clock. So we do have a game clock for you on the screen so you can keep track how much time is left in each quarter as we go along. New sponsor, Bubba's 2 from Nason, is on board with us today as a new sponsor and of our broadcast, and glad to have them along. And some of you may be watching the game from Bubba's today, too. And a big shout-out to those of you who are watching at JJ Sports Bar and Grill in Mount Vernon as well. So if you're having a watch party, hey, send us a message. Let us know where you're watching from and who you're rooting for. Just hop on our Facebook page, AreaSports.net on Facebook. Send us a shout-out on the Facebook Messenger there, and we'll give you a shout-out here as we get ready to meet the Waltonville Spartans. Again, they come in with a record of 21-2 on the season. They've had victories over 3 different 3A teams, and they're going to take on another 3A team here today with an enrollment of just 95 students. Number 1 is Witten Dever. Dever, of course, is a 5'11 junior. Weston Rose, a 5'11 senior, also gets a start. He hit 3 3-pointers in the game last night against Marion. Gage Peterson, of course, the leading scorer for the Spartans, led them last night with 16 points against Marion. Jagger Mayville, of course, the other Twin Tower, 6'6", wears number 35, and Riley Stewart, 6-foot senior, wears number 24. So again, they'll go with Dever, Rose, Peterson, Stewart, and Mayville for the Waltonville Spartans, who again come in with a record of 21-2. And we'll let you see the Waltonville Spartan cheerleaders first before we meet the Centralia Orphans.
I'm sure these Orphans fans have done their homework, and they're all aware that Waltonville come out victorious last night at Marion.
Oh, yeah.
By 2.
Oh, yeah. And since Centralia has played Marion this year, you know, they can kind of look at some of those same matchups and things like that and compare notes. So, you know, there's a lot of speculation going on, I'm sure. But Centralia is well coached.
Yeah, many would pick the Orphans to be the number 1 team in Southern Illinois, regardless of class right now.
Well, there's the answer as Devin Meyer does get the start. Number 12, he is a 6'1 senior, so he will be in the starting lineup despite wearing that shoulder brace. Number 21 is Jackson Hancock, 6-foot junior. Number 24 is Archie Guai. He's a 6'2 sophomore. Number 25 is Michael Organ, a 6'2 junior. And rounding out the starting 5 is Kenny Bratton, a 6'2 sophomore. So again, they'll go with Meyer, Hancock, Guai, Organ, and Bratton for Coach Lee Bennett. The Orphans, again, 23-1 on the season as you see the Centralia cheerleaders. Looking forward to this matchup today. A lot of us have been looking forward to this for a long time. As we will peer into the huddle there of the Waltonville Spartans, getting their last-minute instructions from Coach Anthony Lowry. They have certainly beefed up their schedule and not afraid to play anybody, are they?
Yeah, you just hope for a good, clean game. Hope that everybody can stay out of foul trouble and these guys can match up at full strength.
Yeah, you hope you keep the best players out there on the floor at all times. That's what you want to see. It's going to be Kenny Bratton jumping in the center circle against Gage Peterson. We're ready to get this shootout game underway here at Pinckneyville.
Officials Randy Craig Partridge, Brad Wilson, and Jeff Tarleton.
All right. And the tip is controlled by the Spartans. They'll go to the far end of the gym as Witten Dever will take it up. Centralia loves to play man-to-man defense, and that's what they're going to start with. As Peterson puts up the shot over Meyer, and he misses it. Rebound Kenny Bratton for Centralia. Good look that time by Peterson, but couldn't get it down. On this far corner, it's Meyer with the shot. No good. Ball's ripped out of there by Mayville on the rebound after Kareem's around a little bit.
Boy, had a wide open look.
He did. There's Dever with it in the front court. Goes to Riley Stewart. Down in the corner now to Rose. They'll skip it back across to Mayville. Good ball movement here by Waltonville. Top of the key, Dever for three. Off the back iron. Rebound Centralia.
Waltonville's had 2 good looks as well.
Here's Michael Organ in the front court for Centralia. Gets it to Bratton at the high post. Back to Organ. He pump fakes. Now tries to get around his man. He's cut off by Mayville. Back to Bratton.
That's lefty on lefty right there.
Here's a pass underneath to Guai, and he scores. Again, they run that Princeton offense, and that results in a lot of backdoor cuts, a lot of layups for Centralia.
Yeah, it does.
And makes it hard to scout them, too. Here's Peterson getting it out to Dever on the other end. Back out to Peterson. Again to Dever. Dever around a screen set by Peterson over in the corner to Mayville. Thinks about a shot, now comes back to Dever.
Centralia's going to make you earn every point.
Oh, yeah. Dever for three, falls down, hits a shot. It's a 3-ball for Dever. He fell down, no foul is called. It's 3-2 Waltonville as Centralia brings it back up. Here's Hancock out front. Over to Guai, down underneath. Meyer posting up, misses the shot, tips it back up and in, and he's fouled. Devin Meyer showing no signs of any shoulder problem there.
Looks like he's playing with one arm out there.
He posted up, got the shot up and in, and again, you can see that that black brace that he's wearing underneath his jersey. He'll be at the line for the and one.
Fouls on Weston Rose, his first.
That is the first foul of the game as Meyer's free throw is short. Guai gets the rebound and then it's punched out. And it's going to stay with Centralia. Hancock will trigger it in for the Orphans. Comes into Meyer. Out to Kenny Bratton. Takes it all the way to the glass and lays it over the rim.
Wow.
Bratton gives the Orphans a 6-3 lead.
He found the lane.
Yeah, he did. Waltonville back the other way. Here's Rose with it. Rose over to Peterson. Back to Mayville. Mayville to Dever. Now it's Mayville on the left wing. Down on the baseline. It's a wraparound pass over to Dever for three. That one won't go, and that's a rebound grabbed out of there by Archie Guai. Ahead to Hancock. Orphans on the move. Posting up is Dever. He scores. Well, they're going as much as they can to Devin Meyer early on here.
Yeah, he's got 4.
Orphans lead at 8-3. Meyer was not that much of a factor offensively last night against Mount Vernon, as the turnaround shot is no good by Peterson.
That's an awful tough shot right there.
Yeah, that fadeaway is difficult. Here's Meyer in the front court again to Kenny Bratton. Bratton looks to make a move. Gets it in the corner to Guai for three. That's short. Rebound picked up by Oregon, goes up and scores. Michael Oregon.
They need a timeout.
With the offensive rebound and a second chance opportunity, it results in a bucket for the Orphans, and they lead at 10-3, and we got timeout on the court. We'll take one as well and be right back.
When choosing a bank, it's important to know that local matters. Local people making local decisions that support our local communities. That's why Community First Bank of the Heartland is proud to be Jefferson County's hometown bank. With branch locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, and Dix, we make it convenient to serve all of your banking needs. Call us today at 244-3000 and let us know how we can assist you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back here live at Pinckneyville, Randy Olson along with Ron Stannard. I mentioned at the top of the broadcast I felt like Waltonville's a better team than they were last year. I think the same is true for Centralia. They're a better team than they were a year ago, too.
Yeah,
it goes without saying.
Yeah, they weren't coming in here with only one loss last year.
Right. A lot of those guys that were starting and playing last year as freshmen are now sophomores, and You know, they've matured quite a bit. And if you look closely at the Centralia players, they've beefed up a lot, too. They've been in the weight room.
I was just getting ready to say that. You don't realize how muscular and strong these guys are until you get down there and how athletic. You're standing right next to them.
And about 3 of them play football, too. As the pass goes underneath to Peterson, he scores. That's a high percentage shot.
Yeah, Guai is a quarterback on that playoff team.
Yeah.
Kenny Bratton, the wide receiver.
Right. I think Trey Branch is a football player, I believe, too. Comes off the bench for him here. 4:13 as you see the clock on our screen here in the first quarter. Orphans with the basketball as Waltonville has gone to a zone. Here's a shot by Hancock. It's short. Rebound Bratton. Goes back up, scores. Second chance opportunities are killing Waltonville right now. As Centralia is getting a lot of boards. And the 6-6 bookends for Waltonville have got to get some more rebounds in there. Here's Rose out on the point. Gets it to Mayville. Mayville over to Dever. Dever is picked up out there by Bratton. Now here comes a double team. And they get it back to Rose. Peterson has pocket picked by Kenny Bratton. You know, Bratton was switching off to different players there.
Oh, that's an offensive
That's a collision,
foul.
Nothing called. And here's Organ for 3, and he sinks it. Nothing but net. Michael Organ. He hit 5 3-pointers against the Mount Vernon Rams last night at Shagnon Gym.
Yeah, most of them from that corner with nobody guarding him.
Yeah, he can fill it up, so you got to respect his shot out there. Hit 5 last night. He's got 1 already today. Waltonville needs some points. They're down 10. You don't want to get too far behind the Centralia team.
No, a 10-point lead against these guys is like 20 against somebody else.
Even though they are playing with a shot clock. I mean, I realize they can't run any more than 35 seconds off, but still. Here's Peterson for 3, and that won't go. And that was right at the shot clock.
And
the basket is good by Mayville on the stick back. Well, that's what Waltonville needs more of, is second chance opportunities and second chance points. A little bit of a different buzzer on the shot clock here at Pinckneyville than what we've heard at some other gyms. Everybody's experimenting with it. You hear different buzzers and different sounds at various gyms. That foul was on, you said Oregon, his first?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so the team fouls are equal at 1 apiece.
Yeah, I guess you could get creative with that buzzer if there's no rule about it. I mean,
yeah, I guess you can. Free throw is no good by Mayville on the and 1, and Centralia will bring it back up. Hancock with it. Lobs it down to Kenny Bratton, and he scores. Little backdoor lob that time to Bratton. That's a timing play, and Centralia ran it to perfection there. Back to a 10-point lead.
Brendan Klingler in the game now.
Yes, he is. So he came in for Rose. Here's Dever in the corner. 3 ball on the way. Got it. Nothing but net. Whitten Dever from the left corner pocket. It's 17-10.
He has extended his range from last year.
Minute 47 left here in the first quarter. Cruz Jackson in the game for Centralia, number 4. Here's Bratton with a pump fake. Now comes back behind him to Trey Branch, who's also in the game. That ball's stolen away by Riley Stewart. Stewart's going to push it to the other end, goes up for the shot, got it, and he's fouled. That's a big play by Riley Stewart.
Yeah, it was.
Took it coast to coast after the steal, got the bucket, and will now go to the free throw line.
The foul was on Trey Branch.
Organ and Meyer are going to check back in as Branch checks out after committing that foul. Here's Stewart with the free throw. It's no good.
Well, they're going to have to hit their free throws.
Yeah. Those are going to be mighty important in a game like this.
Those are called freebies for a reason.
Yeah, you're right. Pass underneath. Back out it comes to Jackson. Now it's Guai for 3. That won't go. A little pushing and shoving going on underneath. Ball falls to the floor. Orphans get it. Comes back out to Oregon. Now over on the corner to Jackson. His shot's no good. Gets his own rebound, goes back up. It's blocked, but a foul's going to be called.
Too many second chances for the Orphans.
If you're an Orphan fan, you love it. If you're a Waltonville fan, you hate it because it's a lot of second chance opportunities here for Centralia.
Foul's on Jagger Mayville, his first.
Cruz Jackson at the line. Going to shoot a pair for the Orphans with 56 seconds left here in the first quarter, and he rolls the first one in. Goreville defeated Woodlawn 67-54. As the second one is good. The score was just sent to us. Jagger Mayville on the right corner now. Comes to Peterson, and he's fouled from behind. They're going to give it to Bratton, or they're going to give it to Cruz Jackson?
I think Bratton, but I'm not
Bratton,
sure.
Yep, Bratton gets the foul. It's his first. He got in foul trouble last night at Mount Vernon against the Rams. Had 3 pretty early fouls and spent some time on the bench. So as a result, he wasn't as much of a factor last night against Mount Vernon. He had 7 points last night against the Rams. 33 seconds left. Waltonville looking for a quality shot. Mayville will put up a three-pointer, and it's going to be a foul. That might be away from the basketball. Let's see. Yeah, it's a hold on Centralia. Foul's on Devin Meyer. That's his first. And that's the 4th team foul on the Orphans. It'll be out of bounds to the Spartans with 29 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's the inbound. Peterson turns, puts up the shot. Got it. Gage Peterson does what Peterson does. And I put it on the wrong score. Sorry about that. There we go, 19-14. 5-point game. That was a big bucket. Centralia going to wind it down and play for the final shot of this first quarter. Archie Guai out front, comes to Hancock. Hancock can hit that shot, and he just did. Saw him do that last night.
Yeah.
Three-pointer by Hancock gives Centralia the 8-point lead after one. Orphans 22, Spartans 14. Back with more in just a moment. If you have some outdoor projects that need to get done around your home or your farm, you need to get to Carter Turf and Tractor, your local Kubota dealer in Wayne County and the surrounding area.
Carter Turf and Tractor is your area dealer for high-quality Kubota tractors in a variety of sizes. Perfect for a landscaping business or to easily handle a variety of jobs around your home or farm. They can customize a solution for your needs. They also have the Kubota RTV utility vehicles for on-road and off-road transportation and hauling needs. When there's mowing or lawn work to be done, Carter Turf and Tractor has you covered with Exmark riding mowers and walk-behind mowers. They also feature a good selection of Echo brand brush cutters, trimmers, and chainsaws, as well as Honda and Generac generators. Come in and see for yourself at the new Carter Turf and Tractor, open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and 8 to 2 on Saturday.
Back here live at Buster Thomas Gymnasium after one. The Orphans lead the Waltonville Spartans 22-14. Your thoughts on that first quarter play, Ron?
Well, from what I saw right there, Randy, I mean, this Centralia team's like a surgeon.
Yeah.
And they got everything going on, you know, and it's going to take a perfect effort here tonight for the Waltonville Spartans.
Well, you know, it's not so much been turnovers that has hurt Waltonville. It's been giving Centralia the second chance opportunities.
Yeah. Yeah.
As Centralia's had a lot of offensive rebounds here in the first half. As we start the second quarter of play, Orphans will have the basketball. And there's a steal by Waltonville. Wittendever has it. Comes out to Klingler. Now down on the baseline, Riley Stewart. Comes back to Mayville. Mayville inside the lane. Had it roll off. Had a good-looking shot, but had it roll off for him.
Yeah.
Guai back the other way for Centralia. Gets it out to Bratton. Back over to Cruz Jackson. Jackson's cut off on the baseline. They'll come back out to Bratton again. And that's going to be an offensive foul on Centralia. Push off.
Guai, I believe.
Yep, it is Guai on the personal.
They're going to have to shoot a really high percentage here tonight.
And going to have to hit their free throws, too.
Yep.
They've already missed some free throws in this one. Here's a pass down to Gage Peterson. Peterson out to Dever for three. Got it.
He's keeping him in it.
That's a huge shot.
He's got 3 threes already.
Witten Dever cuts it back to a 5-point game. As the Spartans try to hang with the
Foul on Mayville. That's his second.
Orphans. Now, I mentioned Centralia 3A, of course, Waltonville 1A. Centralia is ranked in the top 5 in the state in 3A. Have been all season long, pretty much. As they are 23-1 on the season, and that one loss was to a 4A team. Here's Oregon with a shot, no good, but there's another offensive rebound as Guai got it. He'll back it out to Meyer. Another second chance opportunity coming up here for the Orphans. Meyer is open for three, lets it go. No good that time, and that's a rebound by Witten Dever. Spartans back the other way with it. Over on the right side they go to Klingler. Around the perimeter now to Jagger Mayville. Mayville to Klingler. Back to Dever. Dever back to Klingler. In the corner now to Mayville. Bounce passes it inside. Mayville drives baseline. Lost the handle.
Oh, he got past his man and then bounced it off the knee.
Yeah, he got past his man and was ready to jam it, but he lost the handle. Here's Dever, or Meyer, as he missed the shot, got his own rebound and stuck it right back in.
6 points for Devin Meyer.
So much for a sore shoulder, huh? Playing pretty well with that shoulder.
Yeah, he is playing well.
Yeah, no doubt. That's going to be almost a turnover. Stewart gets it back as it's saved from going out of bounds by Oregon, right in the hands of Stewart. Stewart had the shot blocked, but he's fouled.
Foul on Devin Meyer.
Meyer, that'll be his second personal foul. And Riley Stewart at the line shooting a pair for
got to convert
the Spartans as he misses that one.
Spartans are 0 for 3 from the free throw line.
Boy, that's tough. 5:50 to go here in the first half. You see the clock down the bottom right-hand corner. Again, we're playing with a shot clock today, a 35-second shot clock.
Missed them both.
Free throws are just not going down for Waltonville.
There's a potential 4 points they could have right there.
Here's Cruz Jackson back in the front court for Centralia. Out to Bratton. Bratton to Jackson again. Now out to Guai. Guai gives it to Oregon. Looking for a cutter. Back out to Guai. Now Jackson will get it on the wing. Here's Oregon with it.
You know, Jackson and Guai Randy played on that Central City team together.
That shot clock got down to 2 that time before Centralia could get a shot off. So good defense by Waltonville. Yeah, you're right, they did.
Won a state championship at the grade school level.
Yeah, they sure did. That ball goes out of bounds. It's a turnover on the Spartans. They haven't had too many here in the first half, but that one came at a bad time.
Yeah, this is not a team you want to turn the ball over against.
Here's Jackson with it. Tries to thread the needle down low. Hancock gets it back out to Oregon. Now it's Guai. He's wide open out there.
He was.
I'm surprised he didn't
he never even looked at the basket.
No.
They wanted something better.
Guai, wrap-around pass in the corner. Shot is no good there by Cruz Jackson and goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Waltonville ball. So empty possession that time for the Orphans.
Yeah.
4:38 to play here in the first half.
Mayville on the bench with 2. He may sit out the rest of this half.
Yeah, he might. That's big, having 2 fouls. Here's Peterson with it. Gets it over to Dever. His shot is off, but we have a foul away from the basketball again. And that's going to be an offensive foul, I believe, on Waltonville.
Riley Stewart.
Moving screen, apparently, or either that or a push-off on Stewart. So the ball will go back over to Centralia with 4:23 left here in the first half. Here's Oregon with it. Gives it to Bratton. Looking for a cutter. There it is, but Gage Peterson read it all the way and intercepted it. It's an Orphan turnover. Dever will bring it back up. I've got the turnovers even at 3 apiece. Not too many. Here's Riley Stewart inside. He scores and he gets fouled. Stewart with a big bucket. Now let's see if he can capitalize at the free throw line. Cuts the lead back to 5. Orphans were up by 8 after the first quarter.
It's the second foul on Kenny Bratton. So Bratton and Meyer both have 2 for Centralia.
Yeah, and back in the game for the Orphans is the freshman Trey Branch. So Riley Stewart back to the line, and he got it.
There, first free throw made by the Spartans.
So is that 1 for 5 or 1 for 6?
1 for 5.
1 for 5, okay. Orphans back in the front court here. Down low it goes.
Yeah, he's holding it.
And that's going to be Beckett, I think, on the foul.
He's going to be a load down there.
Yeah,
man.
Brigham Beckett checked in for Waltonville and picks up the foul. Hancock will trigger it in for Centralia. And he comes in out to Cruz
they
Jackson.
Got Gage Peterson now on Guai.
Guai out front to Oregon. Now over to Branch. Down underneath, it's Oregon. He cut to the basket and they hit him. Michael Oregon with a layup. And again, that's what that offense will do.
Yep.
Many times they'll beat you back door with a cut and a layup. And they got one right there. 3:25 to go here. Underneath, shot is missed in there. Nice close range shot that time, but couldn't get it to connect.
Good D by Hancock.
And the Orphans have it again in the front court. With it is Cruz Jackson. Over to Hancock. Now up to the top again to Branch. And that's going to be an offensive foul on Centralia.
Cruz Jackson away.
Yep. Much to the delight of the Waltonville fans. So, that foul on Jackson will be his first. It's a 4th team foul on Centralia here in this second quarter.
This crew doing a good job watching that off-ball coverage.
And they just
got another one.
That's this one on Waltonville.
Yep.
So they're making that a point of emphasis. They're watching stuff away from the ball.
Fouls on Gage
in this game. Trying to keep control of the basketball game.
Yep.
It's going both ways. So players have just got to adjust. That's all there is to it. Here's Guai with it for the Orphans. Gets it out to the top to Branch. Big crowd here at Pinckneyville. Biggest crowd of the day so far. This has kind of been the marquee game of interest. That's blocked by Peterson. And they're going to call him for the foul, I believe. Guai was going in for the layup. Peterson came over and blocked it. But they give Gage the foul, and that's going to be his second.
Yeah, him and Mayville both with 2 personal fouls.
Starting to add up on both teams.
Meyer and Bratton both with 2 personal fouls for the Orphans.
Archie Guai at the line for Centralia, and he nails it. 27-20. Weston Rose back in the game for Waltonville, replacing Klingler. I think we got some blood or something on Michael Oregon. He's going to have to go to the sideline.
Yeah. We're going to see Dre Hooper.
Yeah, Dre Hooper. We saw him in the JV game last night against Mount Vernon. He impressed me in the JV contest. He's a real up-and-coming player for Centralia. He's just a sophomore at 6'2", but he's got some skills. Guai at the line for another one. Got that one too. 28-20. Orphans by 8. They led by 8 after the first quarter, so we've played even Steven here in this second quarter play. Spartans looking for some points as Riley Stewart's got it on the wing and at the top, I should say now. Now to Beckett, now to Dever.
Got Guai guarding Gage Peterson.
Peterson's got it on the block against Guai. Let's see what he does. He turns around, puts it up, and scores right up over Guai. Archie had no answer, giving up that many inches to Gage Peterson and that high shot that he's got.
They can exploit that a little bit.
Might need to do that throughout this game. Get him the ball down there on that block. Here's Guai open on the wing. No good. Ball's chased down. Hooper had it. And they say it's off Riley Stewart. It'll be Centralia basketball. Minute 41 to play here in the first half. Well, win or lose, this is certainly a great game for Waltonville to play. This is just going to make them better and better playing a high-quality team like this. They have really beefed up their schedule for sure. Here's Hancock out front. That's no good. Tipped around and grabbed by Beckett. Beckett ahead to Dever. Spartans on the move. Minute 21 left here in the half.
There's that entry pass.
Back door down to Dever. Nothing there. Back out to Peterson. Over to Beckett again. Beckett. Back out to Dever. Under a minute to play now. Shot clock at 4.
Wow.
What a play by Witten Dever. Shot clock was winding down and Dever hit the bucket. It's a 4-point game and the Waltonville fans are into it.
Double figures for Dever.
Waltonville fans are enjoying it.
Oh, that's a foul.
That's going to be on Beckett. So he tried to impede the progress there of Trey Branch going to the paint.
And he succeeded.
He did. So Branch is going to go to the line for Centralia. Stops the clock with 37 seconds left. Well, this is as close as Waltonville's been since the first quarter, as the free throw is no good by Branch. Carter Stewart in the game for Waltonville, seeing his first action. Both teams with multiple players with 2 fouls, and we'll go through all of that with you at halftime. Second free throw, that rolls off. Spartans with the rebound. They can get closer.
Yeah, that's a break right there.
Dever will bring it up.
That's a foul.
And it is going to be a foul on Cruz Jackson. Dever and Jackson were really going at it there at the midcourt stripe.
2 fouls on Cruz Jackson.
And that's going to be the 15th foul on the Orphans, so that's going to send Witten Dever to the line for a pair.
I got a chance to get within 2.
They do, if he can nail them both.
It looked like Centralia was off to the races a few minutes ago.
Mm-hmm. Dever cuts the lead to 3.
I'll tell you, Witten Dever's having a game of his life.
Kenny Bratton's going to come back in the game, and so is Meyer with the 2 fouls apiece. As Coach Bennett's going to roll the dice here. I'm sure he's got them out there for offense. Whenever they get the ball back, they're going to run a set play. That one's in and out, no good. Rebound by the Orphans. Here they come. Shot clock is off as we're down to 20 seconds left in the half. Guai with it on his hip out front.
Yeah, shot clock, game clock's the same.
And that's going to be a foul
Carter Stewart.
on Carter Stewart as he was trying to shadow Devin Meyer. And Meyer will go to the line now for the Orphans. First foul on Stewart. Free throw good. Jagger Mayville, Gage Peterson both check back in for the Orphans. Cruz Jackson back in for, or check back in for the Spartans, I should say. Cruz Jackson back in for the Orphans. Devin Meyer at the line for another one. Got that one as well. 5-point game.
8 points for Devin Meyer. Doing that with one arm.
Yeah. Spartans got plenty of time to get a shot off here. Witten Dever will bring it up. Dever penetrates down the lane, puts up the runner, won't go. Tip back up by Mayville, won't go. Ball's loose, horn sounds, and that is the end of the first half. As both teams head to the locker rooms here at intermission, we got us a ball game. It's Centralia 30, Waltonville 25. We'll come back and take a look at the first half stats. We'll go through all of the foul situations and all that, all straight ahead here on AreaSports.net.
Andrea Baker, the broker-owner at King City Property Brokers, is a proud graduate of Weber High School, and she's actually a member of their Hall of Fame. Andrea is happy to sponsor this game and cheer on the local teams. At King City Property Brokers, Andrea and all of the realtors there are happy to help you with your real estate needs, whether you are a buyer or a seller. Visit their new location on Salem Road in Mount Vernon, or visit their website to see many residential homes, acreage, or commercial properties that they have listed. You can call them at area code 618-316-7331. That's King City Property Brokers in Mount Vernon.
Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply in Mount Vernon is ready to help you update your home. Need new carpeting? They have many styles and colors in stock, as well as expert installation. Add beauty to your home with new hardwood or vinyl planks available at Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet. They will completely transform the look of any room in your home. Update your bathroom with a custom shower. There are many tile styles and colors to choose from. Does your kitchen need a facelift? You can get a new backsplash, flooring, and more at Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply, 513 South Penn Street in Mount Vernon. Open 6 days a week.
King City RV in Mount Vernon is your one-stop shop for maintenance and repair of your RV. Whether it's a bumper camper, fifth wheel, or motorhome, Bill Schulte and the staff at King City RV can help you. They provide winterizing of your RV, washing and waxing services, service work on brakes and tires, repair or replace awnings, service work on your slide outs, and much more. They even repair and clean horse trailers at King City RV, 801 Dogwood Drive on the south edge of Mount Vernon. Call area code 618-731-6185 for King City RV. If you like sports, delicious food, and great drinks, you're going to love JJ's Sports Bar in Mount Vernon. Whether you stop by for brunch, lunch, or dinner, JJ's has something for you, including delicious wings, a variety of burgers, and of course, top-notch service. You like drinks? They have them at JJ's, including your favorite drafts and even margarita flights. Try the burrito tacos, or maybe perhaps the nachos. How about the shrimp? They even have steaks and pasta at JJ's Sports Bar and Grill, located on the west side of Mount Vernon.
And a big shout out to all of you watching the game with us right now at JJ's Sports Bar and Grill, located on the west side of Mount Vernon. How you like the game so far? It's been an interesting one, that's for sure. Centralia leads it over Waltonville 30-25 here at halftime. We'll also have the Mount Vernon Rams game for you later on tonight at 8 o'clock. Rough starting time, if everything stays on time, as they'll take on Principia, Missouri down here at the shootout in Pinckneyville. That's coming up about 8 o'clock. We'll have that one for you tonight. The Rams will have their hands full against the number 5 ranked team in the nation. Yeah, that's right. Principia, Missouri, number 1 team in Missouri, number 5 in the nation. They'll take on the Mount Vernon Rams tonight at 8 o'clock, and we'll have that one for you. Here at Pinckneyville, Centralia led it after one quarter, 22-14. Waltonville got it back to within 3 points there in the second quarter, and then Centralia hit a couple more free throws to have this 5-point lead at the half by a score of 30-25. Ron is working on our halftime stats here, and what do you got there for us, Ron? Quite a first half, huh?
That was a great first half, Randy. You know, Waltonville, after allowing Centralia to score 22 points off of them in that first quarter, which you just don't do, you know. Normally the teams they're playing against, they don't allow that. And they gave him only 8 points in that second half and allowed him to get back in the game.
Right.
For the Waltonville Spartans, they had 4 players break the scoring column. They were led in scoring by Witten Dever with 12 points. Gage Peterson has 6. Jagger Mayville has 2. And Riley Stewart has 5 for a total of 25. The Spartans committed 9 fouls in that first half. Gage Peterson has 2 personals. Jagger Mayville has 2 personals. And Brigham Beckett has 2 personals. Here's a statistic that's not good at the moment, and that is that Waltonville was 2 out of 7 from the free throw line in that first half.
No, because we've got a 5-point ball game, and they've missed 5 free throws.
There's your difference right there.
That's your difference right there. You got it, yeah.
For the Centralia Orphans, they had 6 players break the scoring column. They were led in scoring by Devin Meyer with 8 points. Jackson Hancock has 3 points. Archie Guai has 4 points. Michael Organ with 7. Kenny Bratton with 6. Cruz Jackson with 2. So very balanced scoring from Centralia in that first half. They also committed 9 personal fouls, and they were 6 out of 9 from the free throw line.
Love the crowd, love the energy that's in the building, and if this game stays close, it's just going to get louder and louder because, the more the more that the Spartans are able to hang into the ball game, the more anticipation that there's going to be.
Yeah, it could come down to a game of attrition, Randy, and who can keep their main players in there the longest.
Well, you're right, because the foul situation. And again, I know you gave it, but for those people who just tuned in and maybe you weren't listening closely because they went to the bathroom or went to grab something to drink or eat while we went to halftime here, run through the foul situation for both teams again, and everybody listen closely, because this could play huge factors in the second half.
It could, and listen to who has these fouls. Gage Peterson for Waltonville Spartans has 2 personal fouls. Jagger Mayville from Waltonville has 2 personal fouls, and Brigham Beckett has 2 personal fouls for the Waltonville Spartans. If you're a Centralia Orphan fan, same thing. Listen to these people that have fouls. Kenny Bratton has 2 personal fouls. Cruz Jackson with 2 personal fouls. Devin Meyer, your leading scorer, with 2 personal fouls.
All right, so that's the situation here. Centralia leads it at halftime, 30-25. We'll be back with more in just a moment.
If you're looking for a great place to eat, you need to check out Bubba's 2, located in Nason, where they have some of the best pizza around, plus some delicious sandwiches, fish, shrimp, and a whole lot more. They have Extreme Bar Bingo every Tuesday, Last Queen Standing every Thursday, and Ladies' Night on Wednesday. Don't forget their annual Cajun Fest coming up in April. You can watch a lot of our games on the big screen at Bubba's. That's Bubba's 2, located at 124 North 5th Street in Nason. Open Monday through Saturday from 10 to 2 and Sundays from noon till 10. At Ohana Heating and Air, we treat you like family, because to us, you are. Whether it's keeping your home cozy during the winter or cool in the summer, Ohana's team is here to provide top-notch service every time. With expert technicians, affordable pricing, and a commitment to your comfort, we make sure your HVAC system runs like new. Ohana Heating and Air, where quality meets care. Call today for your free estimate at 472-4738.
Well, for all of you who are tuned in from being at the Woodlawn game today, we want to congratulate the Woodlawn Cardinals on a big home win today against the Goreville Black Cats. Originally, we were sent an erroneous score by somebody associated with the Black Cat Network. They actually put it on Twitter that Goreville won at 67-54. That's incorrect. That Twitter should be taken down. That's not right. Woodlawn won the game over Goreville today. So congratulations to the Woodlawn Cardinals as they get a big home win today against Goreville. That's 2 losses in a row by Goreville this weekend. It's been a tough weekend for them as they lose to Weber from the Midland Trail yesterday at home at Goreville, and they lose today on the road at Woodlawn. Here we've got the Centralia Orphans and the Waltonville Spartans playing in front of a packed house here at Duster Thomas Gymnasium. A great atmosphere and a wonderful place to see a basketball game. If you just joined us, Centralia led it by 8 after the first quarter, 22-14. Waltonville got it back to within 3 points before Centralia tacked on a couple more to lead it here by 5 at the half. But one of the biggest statistics there is the fact that he just corrected his tweet. Well, good for you. That's what you should have done. Thank you. It is definitely Woodlawn 67, Goreville 54, the final. Centralia leads by 5. Waltonville has missed 5 free throws in the first half, so that's kind of a telltale story here in this one. Again, we appreciate everybody that's been sending messages in to us, so the watch parties that you're having. We'll try to give some of you some shout-outs out there as much as time will allow us to do here in this second half. Again, we'll have the Mount Vernon Rams game for you tonight as well here on AreaSports.net, whether you watch on the website or on our YouTube channels. We always give you 2 different ways to watch. That way you've always got a backup plan, and no matter whether you're on the go or where you might be, AreaSports.net's just a click away, either on the website or on the YouTube channel.
This crowd is awesome, Randy. I used to officiate here when Nashville would come to town, and this is what it looked like.
Oh, man, yeah. You used to love those, didn't you?
This is what it looked like an hour before the JV game started.
Yeah, that Nashville-Pinckneyville rivalry's always been a fun one, and I'm sure when you officiated games here on this floor in that atmosphere, you had to love it.
Yeah, it was great. And
all right.
Had one of the coaches in the building today, only was here for Triad. Mr. Hari was here.
Yeah, Wayne Hari in the building. Coach Dick Korn in the building.
Yeah, there you go.
They've named the basketball court after him. Dick Korn Court. All right, we are ready for second half action. The teams, of course, change ends as Waltonville's going to be coming towards us here in the third quarter, and they've got the basketball first as they go down to Gage Peterson. He's double teamed, gets it back out to Dever.
Starting lineup back out there for both teams, looks like.
And again, players on both teams playing with 2 fouls. Let's see how that adds up here in the second half.
I take that back. Trey Branch is out there for Centralia.
Okay, here's Dever down to Peterson. Peterson does double team, back to Stewart. Stewart to Mayville underneath, goes up for the shot, got it.
All right.
Jagger Mayville inside the paint, cuts it to 3. Big basket there for Waltonville to start the second half.
Good patience there by Waltonville.
Yes, it was. Orphans back on the attack. Here's Oregon for 3. That's off the back iron. And we got a push off, and that's going to go against Centralia. Clearing somebody out on the rebound. Again, they've called several fouls on both teams away from the basketball in this game as they try to maintain control here.
It is on Guai, his second.
Second foul on Guai, the first on Centralia this quarter, and Waltonville will have the ball, a chance to creep even closer. They're down by 3. Dever down low with a turnaround, in and out, no good. Riley Stewart battles for the rebound, got it, leans back in, goes up, that one rims out. Rebound Orphans this time. It's coming away with it was Cruz Jackson. Boy, that was 2 point-blank shots there that did not fall for the Spartans. Here's Oregon with it. Gets it over to Jackson. Jackson will hand it off out front to Branch. And what do we got?
Hand check.
Another hand check foul. Okay.
I think that's on Weston Rose.
Looks like Kenny Bratton and Archie Guai are both going to check back in the ball game for Centralia. They're both playing with 2 personal fouls.
You get away with one hand on him sometime, but you put both of them on there, and you're going to get whistled for a foul.
That's the automatic call, isn't it? Yeah. 6:39 to play here, third quarter. We'll run down the scores from earlier here today at the shootout for you when we get a chance. As that ball goes out of bounds, it's going to stay with the Spartans. Or stay with the Orphans, I'm sorry. Here is the inbound. Over. That's going to be a collision out front as the shot was put up by Guai. As hitting the deck was Devin Meyer and Gage Peterson.
So a three-point basket is good by Guai.
They're going to count the bucket.
And they're going to get the ball back to Centralia, I believe.
Wow. That's a big turn of events, and that's the 3rd personal foul on Gage Peterson. Gage does not often get in foul trouble.
Yeah, he's got 3.
That's big for Waltonville.
That's big. They made 3. They get the ball back, and a 3rd foul on Gage Peterson.
And there's Devin Myers slipping by Peterson for the deuce.
It's a huge turnaround right there. It's a 5-point play.
Yes. What was a 3-point game is now an 8-point game.
Yeah, that's huge.
Here's Dever. His shot's in and out. Riley Stewart with a rebound. He gets fouled as he goes back up.
Meyer, that's going to be his 3rd foul.
And Meyer kind of winces a little bit after he commits that foul. Looked like he was in a little bit of pain, maybe from that shoulder. He wears that shoulder brace, as we mentioned, too. You can see it easily. As a free throw by Stewart is no good. And again, Spartans are struggling from the line in this game.
Yeah, it looks like he's kind of pushed that up there.
Another one on the way. Got that one. 35-28. 6:07 to play here in the third quarter play. Centralia with the basketball. Kenny Bratton with it. Looks to drive. Now he's cut off. And he comes back out to Jackson. Jackson gives it back to Bratton. He looks to drive again, and he's going to be hand checked that time by Riley Stewart.
Yeah, that's 2 on Riley Stewart.
Bratton's quickness is tough to stay up with.
Game of attrition.
Yeah, you're right.
We'll see who's left to play that fourth quarter.
It's headed that way, isn't it? It literally is. Hancock gets it in out to Guai. Guai to Oregon. Now it's over to Jackson as he takes it all the way in and scores. Cruz Jackson, the sophomore.
Yeah, he's beat his man.
Just got around him and took it to the glass.
Yep.
37-28. Again, we are playing with a shot clock, a 35-second shot clock, so teams can't hold the ball too long. Here's Peterson with it. Takes it inside against Kenny Bratton. That's blocked by Bratton. And taken out of there by Michael Organ.
You don't see that too often.
No, Bratton got up to block that one from 6'6" Peterson.
Cage Peterson get his shot blocked too often.
That's rare. Here's Organ posting up against Mayville. Goes up. Mayville blocked that one. And it goes out of bounds off of Oregon. It'll be Waltonville basketball. And timeout is called by the Waltonville Spartans. Timeout on the court, 4:59 left here in the third quarter. Back with more in 30 seconds.
King City RV in Mount Vernon is your one-stop shop for maintenance and repair of your RV. Whether it's a bumper camper, fifth wheel, or motorhome, Bill Schulte and the staff at King City RV can help you. They provide winterizing of your RV, washing and waxing services, service work on brakes and tires, repair or replace awnings, service work on your slide-outs, and much more. They even repair and clean horse trailers at King City RV, 801 Dogwood Drive on the south edge of Mount Vernon. Call area code 618-731-6185 for King City RV.
Girls basketball action involving some Midland Trail teams today. Woodlawn defeated Weber 80-38 in the girls game. The Woodlawn Lady Cardinals are now 19-5, and they win the Midland Trail Conference regular season crown. Hockett had 26 in that game today for Woodlawn, and Wengler had 17, so congratulations to them. As you look in here to the Waltonville huddle. 9-point game, and again, you don't want to get too far behind the Centralia bunch.
No, you just can't.
You got to keep this thing in the single digits. Back to live action. Waltonville will have it. It's another big possession for them. Windever brings it up. Working against Hancock. Now to Mayville. And Mayville's going to be fouled by Oregon, I believe.
Yeah.
Wow.
Second foul on Oregon.
So it's 3 Orphans now that have 2 personal fouls. At least 3, maybe 4.
How about 4 and 1 has 3?
Yeah. Here's a lob into Peterson. He's playing with 3 personal fouls for Waltonville.
Yeah.
Spartans have got to keep him on the floor. Works against Hancock. Spins in the lane. Can't shoot. Now it's Mayville with it. Hands it off to Dever. Dever guarded by Hancock. Backs him up a little bit. Back to Peterson again. This time guarded by Bratton. Puts it up over Bratton and scores.
Whoa.
That's a big shot
by
Gage Peterson.
Thought there was some contact there. Gage did.
Bratton blocked his shot once, but this time he got it up over Kenny and put it down. That's a 7-point game. Look out, Kenny's going to the rack, and he gets fouled on his way with Riley Stewart. You know, Kenny's got that long first step, that stride, and boy, when he gets by you, he just kind of explodes.
Yeah. That's 3 fouls on Riley Stewart.
And we've been seeing that out of Kenny Bratton since he was in junior high. We covered their games at the junior high state tournament when he played.
Lost out of bounds there by Guai.
That's a turnover on the Orphans. Back it goes to Waltonville with 4:09 to play here in the third quarter. Waltonville a chance to whittle away at this Centralia lead. Down it goes to Peterson. Again guarded by Bratton. Backs him up. Turns. Tries to lean in. Ball was slapped. It goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Spartans. Quick hands that time by Bratton. Gage had 16 points last night in the Waltonville win at Marion as they beat them 49-47. Here's the inbound to Jagger Mayville. On the right side. Now down to Riley Stewart on the block. Stewart.
Oh, no.
They're going to call an offensive foul. As he was trying to back it up against Archie Guai. Guai hit the deck, and they called Stewart with the offensive foul.
4.
And he's going to have to come out of the game. And he's going to be replaced in there by Weston Rose. So Waltonville gives up some size there as Stewart goes to the bench with 4 fouls. Mark that down with 3:41 to go here in the third quarter as Stewart's on the bench with 4 fouls. Here's Hancock taking it to the rack. He scores and he's fouled. And all of a sudden, the game plan has kind of changed a little bit for Centralia. You see that they've kind of gone away from the Princeton offense, and they're just attacking the basket now. They're just getting it and going, trying to beat their man one-on-one. And that's what they've done the last couple trips down the floor. As Hancock will be at the line for the and one, and he got it. 40-30. 3:33 left here in the third quarter. Still a lot of time left. A lot of time anything can happen.
This might be tied for their biggest lead.
Yeah, I think it is. And you don't want it to get any bigger if you're a Waltonville fan. A shot by Peterson's no good. We got an offensive foul. That's on Mayville on the back. Yep. 3 on Mayville. Jagger was trying to be aggressive and tipped the ball back in, and he got on somebody's back in the process. And they got him. I will say this. The officials have been consistent on both ends in this game. They called a lot of stuff away from the ball.
We're already shooting free throws here in the third quarter.
Yeah. Walk to the other end, and Jackson Hancock will be at the line. He's a pretty good free throw shooter.
Yeah, any foul right now by Waltonville the rest of this quarter, and the Orphans are going to shoot free throws.
His free throw is good. His dad is the head coach of the Kaskaskia College Blue Devils. He had 19 points in the Orphans' win against Mount Vernon last night. Second one is also good. 12-point lead, biggest of the game for Centralia, and Waltonville needs points.
He's got 8 points now, Hancock does.
Yeah. Here's Mayville with it. To Dever. Back to Peterson. Back to Dever again. He'll let it fly from behind the arc, and he is fouled. He's going to get 3 free throws out of the deal.
Yeah.
Cruz Jackson came running at him. He gets called for the personal. How many is that on Jackson?
3.
3 on him.
I think that might be the second time he's fouled a three-point shooter. I don't know. Coach Bennett can't be happy with that.
Whitten Dever with 3 free throws, and he sinks the first one. Chance to score with the clock stopped. 3:04 left here in the third quarter. Second one, good. He's in a rhythm now. Cruz Jackson will leave the game. Michael Organ checks back in for Centralia. Chance to get it back to single digits if he can make this one, and he does. 42-33. Orphans with the lead and the basketball. They are ranked number 4 in the state in 3A. Waltonville number 4 in the state in 1A. As the shot is made on the backdoor cut.
It's a set play.
Yeah, to Archie Guai.
You don't even know it's coming until it's too late.
Right. If you're late to react, that's the result. Here's Mayville spinning in the paint. Puts up the shot, won't go. There's a rebound by Hancock for Centralia. They're off to the races. Down quickly. Shot is on the reverse. Trey Branch, the freshman.
Trey Branch, the freshman.
He had to put some extra spin on that one to get it to go in. Trey Branch. That was a heck of a shot. 13-point lead for the Orphans. Here's Dever for 3. He got it. Whitten Dever. Nails another one.
Keeping a minute. Yep. First half, second half.
Cuts it back to 10. Dever has improved his game so much over a year ago. He's worked hard. He's been in the gym a lot. You can tell. It shows.
He's just a junior, right?
Yeah. 2-minute warning here for everybody here in the third quarter, and that's going to be a good basket and another foul on a 3-point shot. Guai hits the 3 and then hits the deck. And the foul is going to go against Whitten Dever.
Is that or Klingler?
Or I'm sorry, it was Klingler. Yes, it was Klingler. That's his first. Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen so many three-point shooters fouled, Randy, for either team.
Well, you start trying to guard that three-point shot because you're mindful of it, but then you just get a little bit too close or you lunge at them a little too much, and that's the result.
That's a 4-point play right
it
there.
Was. They've had a 5-point play and a couple 4-point plays in this one. Here's Mayville with it out front for Waltonville. Down by 14 now. It's their biggest deficit of the game. Inside to Peterson. Here comes the double team. They slap it away as they collapse on him. Spartans come away with it. Devers got it now. Shot clock down to 6. And that's going to be a push.
It's on Trey Branch.
And Witten Dever will go back to the line as a foul is on Branch.
Second on Branch.
Branch is a freshman out there playing for Coach Bennett. So Dever is back at the line where he made 3 in a row a moment ago. He's got 2 this time. Got that one. Another one upcoming. Got that one too.
He got 20 points for Dever.
That's a big game. 20 of their 38.
We're not even to the end of the third quarter yet.
Right. Orphans back in the front court. Hancock with it. All the way over now to Kenny Bratton. He drives baseline. Wraparound pass in the corner. Three-pointer on the way. No good. And on the rebound, we're going to have a foul on Bratton, I believe.
Yeah, it could be on Kenny Bratton.
He was clearing somebody out.
Coach Bennett losing his mind down there.
He's not happy. He's like, man, my guys are all getting too many fouls here as he's trying to lobby with the official right now.
Oh, man.
Hooper's going to check back in for Centralia. As a free throw is missed there by Brendan Klingler. Dre Hooper, I said a freshman, he's actually a sophomore. 15 for Centralia. Another one in and out.
Missed them both.
2 more missed free throws by Waltonville. That's kind of been the Achilles heel in the game for them here.
Everybody except Dever.
That and the second chance opportunities that Centralia has been getting. Haven't got as many in the second half as they did the first half, but they sure had their share. Down low, they sealed his man as Guai misses the shot, but he gets fouled as he had sealed his man, who this time happened to be Carter Stewart. And Stewart's going to get called for the foul. Yeah, you kind of described it pretty accurately, Ron, in the first half when you talked about Centralia's offense. They just kind of surgically go to work on you.
Yeah. It's like paper cuts.
Well, and they're all clones out there. They're all the same size.
Death by 1,000 cuts.
Yeah. And they just all buy into what Coach Bennett's teaching them. And they run it pretty well. Free throw's good by Guai. Seldom does Centralia ever have anybody go play Division I basketball anywhere, but that doesn't mean they're not good basketball teams. They just they all run it well. And they play good defense. Carter Stewart on the wing, down to 25 seconds left. Shot clock's at 10 as Dever has it. Backdoor cut to Mayville, but he's too far underneath the basket.
Yeah, Oregon had a hold of him as he's trying to go through there.
Yeah.
Third foul on Michael Oregon.
Again, the fouls continue to mount for both teams here. So that's 3 on Oregon. When we get a chance here, Ron, maybe you can run down the fouls individually on both teams again so we can catch everybody up.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
As Mayville's free throw rolls in. Go ahead if you can.
Well, give me a minute here. For Waltonville, with 3 personal fouls, Gage Peterson, Jagger Mayville, Riley Stewart, and Weston Rose.
All with 3.
Quickly, yeah.
Okay.
And hang on here, I'll get to the other side.
Okay, Mayville with another free throw coming up. Got it. 51-40 is the score. That's the exact score that Centralia beat Mount Vernon by last night.
Centralia, 3 personal fouls would be Michael Oregon, Kenny Bratton, Cruz Jackson, and Devin Meyer.
Yeah, how about that? They are adding up, aren't they? 10 seconds left here in the quarter. Pass down underneath, intended for Meyer. It goes off his arm and out of bounds. Waltonville's going to have a shot at it here with 7.5 seconds left. Both coaches making quick substitutions here, offense for defense and vice versa, as Waltonville will go length of the floor here. One thing that Centralia has not done yet in this game, and that is press. Haven't seen that yet. We still might. Here's Dever in the front court. 2 seconds left from the corner. Got it!
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. A three-pointer by Witten Dever at the buzzer. Wow. Dever with 23 points.
11-point quarter.
Unbelievable. And all of a sudden it's back to an 8-point game after 3 quarters. Don't go away, folks. Fourth quarter could get interesting. We'll be right back.
Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply in Mount Vernon is ready to help you update your home. Need new carpeting? They have many styles and colors in stock, as well as expert installation. Add beauty to your home with new hardwood or vinyl planks available at Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet. They will completely transform the look of any room in your home. Update your bathroom with a custom shower. There are many tile styles and colors to choose from. Does your kitchen need a facelift? You can get a new backsplash, flooring, and more at Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply, 513 South Penn Street in Mount Vernon. Open 6 days a week.
Well, just when you thought the Centralia Orphans were going to go away and hide, Ron, the Waltonville Spartans come roaring back, and they got this thing back to single digits thanks to that three-pointer there at the buzzer by Witten Dever. It's an 8-point game.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, Witten Dever has proved one thing today, and that is he could start for any team in Southern Illinois.
Well, again, foul situations are big, but now we're into the fourth quarter, so I think everybody's going to roll the dice, and you're going to play your main guys and see what happens here.
Yeah. Well, Riley Stewart will start this quarter on the bench with 4 personal fouls for Waltonville.
But I don't think he'll be there too long. I think he'll get back out there. All right, Centralia will have the ball first to start the fourth quarter. Here's Jackson Hancock with it out front. Waltonville stays in the man-to-man. They did play zone for a little while, but they went back to the man-to-man and down underneath. That's
foul on Centralia.
Yeah, that's going to be Meyer.
Yeah, that'll be his fourth.
Trying to clear out and make space on the cut there. Now, these officials, I'll tell you what, they have really been consistent today, calling stuff away from the ball. There's so many basketball games you go to that this stuff is not called, but it's being called today, but it's being called on both ends of the floor. And they're keeping control of the basketball game that way.
Yeah, I agree.
Spartans back in the front court with it. Here's Jagger Mayville. Now Peterson has it. Mayville comes back out to get it. Now to Dever. Peterson down low against Bratton, and he loses it out of bounds. Was trying to make a drop step move and just lost the handle and turned it over.
It's unfortunate he lost control of it. Oh, nice.
Oh, nice inbound steal there.
Play by Klingler.
Klingler with a steal. Dever with a turnaround. Got it.
Unstoppable.
Dever cuts the lead to 6. Waltonville will not go away, and now the crowd is into it. They're hanging around against the 4th-rated team in the state in Class 3A.
Yeah, it's a tough weekend if you're Waltonville, Marion, and Centralia.
Kenny Bratton in the paint, turns around, missed it. Tipped out, picked up by Guai, back to Bratton. Now they'll swing it over on the right wing. Hesitation dribble.
Blocked.
Hesitation dribble, and a foul is going to be called as Trey Branch. When he made that hesitation dribble, that allowed the defender to catch up, and he committed the foul.
That's 4 fouls on Weston Rose.
Yeah, 4 on Rose. Stewart's on the bench with 4 fouls for Waltonville. Here's the lob in to Kenny Bratton, and he scores.
Got loose. Got loose.
Centralia back up by 8. 6.5 minutes to go in the game. Here's Gage Peterson, gets around his man, takes it in with the reverse and scores.
Nice move.
Gage Peterson with a big-time move that time.
Double figures for Gage with 10.
He got around Kenny Bratton, and he scored. 6:09 left. Orphans with it, Oregon out top. Right side now to Hancock. Now it's Bratton. Waltonville stays in the man-to-man. Oregon again. Over to Guai, open for three. Got it. Archie Guai with the trifecta.
A dagger.
Orphans go back up by 9 to 56-47. Here's Waltonville again in the front court. Peterson in the corner against Bratton. Backs him up. Gets it over to Mayville. Mayville tries to make a move. Out to Klingler. Now back to Gage again. Pump fakes. Gives it to Dever. Inside, Jagger Mayville had his man posted up, but it's taken away by Michael Organ. Good defense by the Orphans. Ahead, pass to Trey Branch for the deuce. Branch got behind the defense. They hit him with the pass, and he scores. And just like that, it's back to an 11-point lead after Waltonville had got it down to 5.
Happens in a hurry, doesn't it?
Yeah, Waltonville had got it down to 5. Now it's back up to 11 with 5:17 left in the ball game, and we'll be right back in 30. Well, I know we got viewers from all over the state here this evening, and we'll remind you again that tiny little old Waltonville is an enrollment of 95 students, okay? 95 students. And they've already beaten 3 different 3A schools this year, 2 of them from the South 7, in Carbondale and Marion. Taking on another one here in Centralia, who's 23-1 on the season, and they're hanging with them. As Gage Peterson on the fall away misses the shot. And Hancock's bringing it up for the Orphans.
Riley Stewart coming back into the game.
Yeah, it's now or never for Stewart. So we're under 5 minutes to play. Guai to Bratton. Shot clock at 15. Hancock in the corner. There's
6 on the shot clock.
That's stolen away. Weston Rose with the steal. Now let's see if Waltonville can capitalize. Rose gets it down to Peterson. Peterson guarded this time by Oregon. Outside for a shot, no good by Rose. That won't go. Rose hit 3 3-pointers last night in the win at Marion, but that one rimmed out.
He thought there was contact on that shot.
Yeah, he thought he got fouled on it, yeah. 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Long shot by Hancock is off the iron. There's Peterson with a big rebound. Spartans bring it back up. Need some points here. Down by 11. Need to get it back to single digits. There's Mayville against Bratton. Out to Peterson. He's open for 3. Puts it up. Short. Rebound Rose. Rose gets it back out to Peterson. And they'll reset it. Shot out front, no good, and contact underneath after the shot. And let's sort this one out.
Look at the foul on Guai. Or not Guai, Oregon.
Yeah, it's going to be on Michael Oregon, and that's going to be his 4th personal foul. He's going to have to leave the game, and checking back in for Centralia will be Cruz Jackson, the sophomore. Not a shooting situation yet. It'll be out of bounds for Waltonville as the pass comes into Mayville. Mayville almost lost the handle. Now it is a loose ball at midcourt, and Peterson comes away with it. Peterson's going to put up a 3. Won't go. Riley Stewart chases it down in the corner. Back to Peterson. Gage is just having an off shooting night.
Well,
here.
he's gassed, I think, when you're short like that.
And shot no good this time by Dever. Well, that was a big emotional game last night on the road at Marion. And
Mayville's limping.
Yeah, he is limping bad, isn't he? He's limping real bad. 2:49 to go in the ball game. Here's Hancock leaning inside and gets fouled. That's a blocking foul going to be called on Weston Rose.
He just fouled out of the game, I believe.
That is going to be it for Rose, and Carter Stewart's going to replace him.
They're going to have to get Jagger out of there as well.
2:45 left. Centralia will be at the line as Hancock will be there. Yeah, Mayville is really limping bad. I don't know if it's his knee or his ankle.
I don't know, but it's making me hurt just watching.
Yeah. Hancock's free throw is good. He's typically a good free throw shooter for Centralia, a 6-foot junior. Another one on the way, and that one rolls in. 60-47, 13-point lead. Waltonville needs points in a hurry here. Peterson up the front court. Gives it to Riley Stewart. Has the ball stripped from him. Taken away by the Orphans as Jackson comes away with it and gets it to Bratton. Had the right idea going to the basket, but they stripped him. And now here's Cruz Jackson with it.
Yeah, Centralia used up most of this clock probably before they shoot the basketball.
Yeah, even though we're playing with a shot clock, they'll use as much of the 35 as they can, as the shot's no good there by Guai. And rebound Spartans. Windever with it to Peterson. Peterson with a long three. That's not going to go. Rebounds chased down by Hancock. Minute 47 left. Orphans with the lead and the basketball. Guai in the corner now to Bratton. Playing a little keep away right now. And that's going to be a foul away from the basketball. And that's going to be Stewart on Waltonville. Yep.
I think Carter
Stewart. Yep. He was tangled up down there with Meyer. So out of bounds to the Orphans with a minute 35 left.
3 fouls on Carter Stewart.
As it comes out to Guai. Guai might have got away with a push there.
Should be a 5-second count.
Yeah, that's real close to a 5-second call. And
timeout.
Coach Bennett realizes it and calls timeout. Timeout on the court with a minute 21 left, and we'll be right back.
High-quality dog training is hard to find, but now there's Jaggers Dog Training Center, located right behind Jaggers Doggy Daycare. At Jaggers Dog Training Center, professional trainer Alyssa can help you with all sorts of dog behavior problems with your pet. Whether it be pulling on the leash, raiding the countertops in your kitchen or table, constant barking, not coming when called, or simply trying to get your pet to just stay in one place and wait while you take care of other things around the house. Call and schedule a consultation today at Jaggers Dog Training Center. Just call 316-7021.
Back live here at Duster Thomas Gym at the Panther Showcase in Pinckneyville. Run down some other scores from the shootout here today. Fairfield beat Greenville in the first game of the day, 61-51. Mascoutah slipped past Carbondale by 1 point, 55-54. Murfreesboro beat Meridian, 62-31. It was Triad squeaking by Freeburg, 50-47. And here we've got Centralia trying to hold on here and take care of Waltonville. The Spartans have given them a battle today, though, that's for sure. Here's Hancock elevating in the lane. His shot's no good. Meyer gets the rebound for the Orphans. Gets it down low to Hancock as they have another second chance opportunity. And that's been one of the stories of this game, Ron, has been the offensive rebounding by Centralia in this game.
Yeah.
Waltonville gets it now on the turnover as Windever has it. We're under a minute left. To Stewart. Waltonville has struggled from the line today, too. That's been another bugaboo.
Waltonville's got a game Tuesday night. We'll have to see if Jagger Mayville can answer the call.
Yeah. Peterson thought he got fouled as he misses the shot, and on the rebounds, the Orphans get it.
Beckett with a foul.
And that's going to be out of bounds to Centralia, I believe, with 38 seconds left. Orphans will inbound it right by their bench. as it comes into Cruz Jackson. Jackson penetrates in, gets it back out for a 3-ball. That misses everything. Ball careens around. Peterson gets it ahead to Dever. 22 seconds left. Dever gets fouled on his way to the basket, and Witten's going to go to the line. Stopping the clock with 20 seconds left. Should be going to the line. Wasn't he fouled in the act of shooting? I guess not.
No, I think they called it on the
All
on
right,
the
must
way.
have called it on the floor.
On Guai.
Okay.
His third.
Oregon will leave the game. As Branch checks back in, here's the inbound. As Riley Stewart gets fouled on the inbound pass.
That's on Hancock. That's his first foul.
Wow, and he's been involved in a lot of stuff today.
How can he even be in this game and not have a foul?
Right, because everybody else does. Here's Peterson with the fadeaway. That won't go. Looked like a push-off on the rebound, but Centralia comes away with the basketball, and Hancock's got it, and they're going to dribble it out. 7 seconds left. Centralia is going to win it. 60-47 is going to be the final.
They earned it.
Waltonville made a couple runs at them, but in the end, Centralia did what the Orphans do, and they won the game over Waltonville 60-47. Centralia improves to 24-1 on the season, and Waltonville falls to 21-3. Heck of a basketball game, I'll tell you. We'll run through the quarter scores for you again. Centralia led it after the first quarter, 22-14. It was a 5-point game at the half, 30-25. Orphans led it by 8 after 3 quarters, and win it by 13. But there was a couple different times in the ball game where the Spartans got it down to 3 points and even 2 points. And every time that they would make a run, Centralia came right back and rebounded well and were able to get it back to double digits, and they win the game in double digits by a score of 60-47. They're announcing the player of the game, and I didn't catch who that's going to be. It's going to be Archie Guai is going to be the player of the game, as they recognize a player of the game in each game from the shootout here at Pinckneyville. So Guai is the player of the game here today. Ron is working on our post-game stats. We'll come back and take a look at those in a moment. There is another game coming up next that we're not going to be doing. That's going to be Columbia against Pinckneyville. You can watch that game, though, on another website that's here streaming. That's PCSportsInfo.net, I believe is their handle. That's on YouTube and website, I believe. PCSportsInfo.net, as they will have the Pinckneyville Columbia game coming up next. And then we'll be back for the nightcap between the Mount Vernon Rams and Principia, Missouri, as that game will come up tonight about 8 o'clock. But we may be running a little bit behind, so maybe a little bit later than that, but you'll be able to join us for that. But Ron is working on our post-game stats. Don't go away. We want to come back and run through those with you here in just a little bit on AreaSports.net.
Andrea Baker, the broker-owner at King City Property Brokers, is a proud graduate of Weber High School, and she's actually a member of their Hall of Fame. Andrea is happy to sponsor this game and cheer on the local teams. At King City Property Brokers, Andrea and all of the realtors there are happy to help you with your real estate needs, whether you are a buyer or a seller. Visit their new location on Salem Road in Mount Vernon, or visit their website to see many residential homes, acreage, or commercial properties that they have listed. You can call them at area code 618-316-7331. That's King City Property Brokers in Mount Vernon.
Have a check that needs deposited and don't have time to make a trip to the bank? No problem. With mobile deposit at People's National Bank, just snap a picture of the check with your smartphone, and with a couple of clicks, it's deposited into your account. Depositing a check with a PNB 2Go mobile banking app is just that easy. Just tap, snap, and deposit. Plus, it's free. Download the PNB 2Go mobile banking app today to get started. People's National Bank. We make banking easy. Member FDIC. Wireless or service fees may apply.
If you become the recipient of a speeding ticket or traffic offense, the attorneys at Olson & Reeves in Mount Vernon can help you. At Olson & Reeves, they have assisted hundreds of drivers in Southern Illinois in an effort to keep the ticket from affecting your driving record and your insurance cost. Olson & Reeves can also assist you with estate planning, creating a will, and navigating the probate process. If you have a real estate transaction, Mount Vernon Title Company resides inside Olson & Reeves so that you get sound legal advice. Olson & Reeves, attorneys at law, downtown Mount Vernon. Call 618-316-7322. If you're looking for a great place to eat, you need to check out Bubba's 2, located in Nason, where they have some of the best pizza around, plus some delicious sandwiches, fish, shrimp, and a whole lot more. They have Extreme Bar Bingo every Tuesday, Last Queen Standing every Thursday, and Ladies' Night on Wednesday. Don't forget their annual Cajun Fest coming up in April. You can watch a lot of our games on the big screen at Bubba's. That's Bubba's 2, located at 124 North 5th Street in Nason. Open Monday through Saturday from 10 to 2 and Sundays from noon till 10.
Welcome back here to the Panther Showcase Shootout at Pinckneyville High School. Duster Thomas Gym. Again, you see the final score. Centralia wins it over Waltonville by a score of 60-47. You see the Pinckneyville Panthers warming up on the floor along with the Columbia Eagles. They'll be playing the next game here at the shootout, but we will not be broadcasting that one. We'll take a little break and be back for the Mount Vernon Rams game sometime around 8 o'clock as they'll take on Principia, Missouri, who is the number 5 ranked team in the nation. Not the state, the nation. They're number 1 in Missouri and number 5 in the nation. So they come in with a lot of talent, and the Rams will certainly have their hands full tonight, but you'll want to come and tune in and watch that one with us here. Ron, that was quite a ball game we just witnessed.
Yeah, Randy, that game was closer than 13 points.
Sure.
I mean, I know that's a final margin, but,
yeah.
You know, Waltonville just spent all day trying to catch up, and they just wore themselves out. But they managed to catch up on 2 different occasions, but they just could not get over the hump. And that was a great basketball game, and kudos to Centralia for agreeing to play these guys 2 years in a row.
For sure, and and kudos to Centralia for, not wilting under fire. I mean, they got challenged today by Waltonville,
absolutely,
and they responded. So,
yeah.
So that's why they're 24-1.
That's probably why Coach Bennett played him. He's always looking for a challenge for his team.
Sure.
And
sure.
And he had one today in the Waltonville Spartans. For Waltonville, they only had 4 players break the scoring column. 2 of those were in double figures, and they were led today in scoring by Witten Dever with 25 points. 25 out of the 47 points.
A heck of a game.
Gage Peterson had 10 points. Jagger Mayville had 6 points, and Riley Stewart had 6 points for that total of 47. The Spartans committed 22 personal fouls in this game. The free throw shooting got a little bit better in that second half. For the game, they were 10 out of 18. So some missed opportunities there. For the Centralia Orphans, they had 7 players break the scoring column. 3 of those were in double figures. Led in scoring by the MVP of this game, Archie Guai, with 17 points. Jackson Hancock had 10 points. Devin Meyer also had 10 points. 7 points for Michael Organ, 8 points for Kenny Bratton, 4 points for Cruz Jackson, and 4 points for Trey Branch. So balanced scoring there by the Orphans.
Yes, indeed.
They committed 20 personal fouls. They were 13 out of 17 from the free throw line.
So Centralia improves to 24-1 on the season. Waltonville drops to 21-3. But again, a great effort by the Spartans today, especially after coming off that hard-fought win on the road at Marion last night, where they beat the Wildcats 49-47. And and this game is going to provide dividends to Waltonville down the road. I mean, it really will. When you play a good competition like this, it's just going to make you better. And
right.
You got to face adversity head on in order to improve many times, and that's what they did today against Centralia.
Yeah, and same for Centralia. I mean,
yep.
They know they were in a battle.
For sure, they were.
Yep.
Yep. All right. Well, again, we're going to take a little bit of a break, and then we'll be back sometime around 8 o'clock for the final game of the shootout. It'll be the Mount Vernon Rams against Principia Panthers out of Missouri. They're the number 5 ranked team in the nation. They have at least 2 players on the team who are legitimate Division I players, and maybe more than that. as they do recruit from all over the country, and the players come in from wherever. And we've seen them play. We saw them play over at the Highland Shootout. We saw them beat East St. Louis at the Highland Shootout, so we know what they're all about. And I'm telling you, they're filled with talent, filled with size, and it'll be on display here at Duster Thomas Gym tonight around 8 o'clock when they take on the Mount Vernon Rams, and we'll bring you that action tonight live here on AreaSports.net.
They couldn't get the Lakers, so they got these guys to come in and play.
Exactly. All right. Well, let's hope the Rams have their Wheaties before they play that game tonight against Principia. But until then, for Ron Standard, this is Randy Olson saying thanks so much for watching. Again, the final score, Centralia defeats Waltonville 60-47, and so long for just a while.